Well, of course, I don't know if I would have dropped the 90,
Yeah,
but we
so
could have,
we
but
are
we could have
live,
had that
but
in the
I'm
cup.
just testing this real quick.
Oh, we live. All right.
Yeah, we're live, but I'm
Oh,
just testing something to see if I'll be able to see it on the other side. I'll give it a few minutes to show that I'm live first.
this
I
thing.
just want to make sure that this works.
Your camera looks so clean.
It does.
My junk look crazy.
I mean, I'm on. Oh, okay. So I can see when I'm live. Bet. So I can see on my phone now. So when people comment, there he is.
You can see on your phone when people comment what.
There he is. There he is.
Okay.
One sec.
Boy, in the stew.
Yes, yes.
Apologies. What y'all want to do? Y'all want to reschedule it? What?
No, we got you here now. Hold on. What's going on? What's going on? We back with another episode.
Yes, sir.
Episode 3. I do have, we'll fix that. We are on episode 3, not episode 2. Who is Flame J? We are back. It's your boy Tavon, aka Black Ice, and our co-host, KJ Kenneth Johnson Jr., aka K Visuals. What's going on, man? How you feeling today, Brody?
What's good? I'm doing all right. What's good, Flame?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm all right.
Yeah, man, we back. So today, we have someone who's been on here before, and we have talked very briefly, kind of like in the beginning processes of things where you are as an artist and such. But we'll definitely be going deep diving into who you are today, and we have definitely some dope topics to talk about. But again, for the new audience and those who are just coming through, tell us about yourself a little bit, man.
All right, man. No, just like you said, they already know. A lot of people know me, Flame J. So pretty much, man, I just a local artist, trying to get out there doing my own thing.
Right.
Long story short, was adopted. Grew up with a different family um, you know, met and mingled with my real family. I met you. We didn't know each other for like
Right. No, forever, dog. Like I really just it was like that's aunt and son. And when I would see you at the reunions, it's like it's cuz. But
and I met you. What I meet you at when I was like, shit. I only knew you for like what, 6, 7, 8 years, something like that.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
now back to what I was saying. I'm just a local artist trying to get up out there and get my name out there. Um, from little Dover, you know, just trying to make something happen and just trying to do what I can do. If you know me as a person, try to change um, things in the world as best as I can, as much as I can do for the good, help out
right,
our people. Um, not despite anybody else, but I just want to see us grow as
right.
people. Um,
Definitely.
I've grown, so yeah, man. It's just me. That's just pretty simple, man. I'm not, I'm just me. I can only be me.
Right, definitely. So like, do you have any regrets or resentment in that process of, being adopted, going through all of that? How has that affected you today?
Mm, I don't. I don't have any regrets or resentment towards anybody. Um, that I feel like I missed. Well, I can't say I missed out on stuff because it's different. So you're with a different family,
Right.
but I do feel like I missed out being with my family because I don't really know them. I know them today, but there's a disconnect there. If that makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
Um, when I'm around them, it's not the same. So when I'm with my adopted family, there's a connect there because I was adopted when I was 5, so I'm
Hmm.
connected there. But when I'm around the family that we both know,
Right.
um, and there's nothing against them. It's just it's not the connection's not there. I don't feel as comfortable.
Right.
But no, I don't feel any resentment or anything because I definitely still had a good life. I was raised right,
Right.
and I don't know if I'd be in the same spot I am now. It would
Hmm.
definitely be
So,
different.
so what do you feel like you missed? If you say you missed out on something, what do you think you missed out on?
Well,
If there is anything, yeah, you said.
yeah. So it's little stuff as being a kid, like things that you do with your mom. My dad wasn't there, even with the real family. He was doing his own thing, but with the adopted family, this is a new setting. You're new. It's not your real family. So seeing the other kids get to do things that you should do, they're cuddling with their mom, or they get to sleep in the bed with their mom, or that's them. So I feel, like I don't want to say left out because they treated me. They didn't treat me different, but it was certain things that I felt like I couldn't
Yeah,
do
you felt
because,
that.
like,
You can feel it.
yeah, yeah,
Right.
and I couldn't do those certain things. So I'm like, it makes you think about your family, your real.
Right. Now, how did that like when it came down to writing your music and kind of having your stance on what you believe in? Like, how were you able to integrate that into your music? Like, are you still as in love with music as you were before?
Well, it definitely took an effect. It messed me up, even with the songs. That new song that I did a preview of, even writing that song, what I mean, shed a tear on the pen while you're writing because it brings back
Yeah.
all this stuff.
Yes, sir.
But um, I try to put it in the music best I can. But over the years, I'm not. It's not the same as I first started out. I used to be able to write about anything and anytime, and
Right.
its music has changed so much with the new stuff. And I'm like, man, I don't like that. Like, what's this? This is not. And it's changed how I felt. But there is times where you play a certain beat, and that beat brings out something in you, and then that song
Yeah.
song is
And
fire.
then that's yeah, for
Well,
sure.
but it's not like it used to be. No, it's not.
Now, has there been has there been that moment where you wanted to give up doing what you're doing? Because I mean, you're well established now. Um, you've gotten Spotify plaques. You are doing what most artists actually want to do. Like, I know that there's more for you that you want to accomplish, but like, what do you really want to accomplish out of creating the music that you create? What is the message that you're trying to convey?
Well, to answer that, a couple different parts to that question, but um, who hasn't wanted to give up? You know, when people pursue music or pursuing anything, there gets to
Right,
certain points where you're like, dang, I don't know if I should be doing this or I should try something else. And then you got we'll call them critics or haters, or you put something out and other
right,
people will say whatever they say about it, or they don't like it, or they don't like you, or whatever. But I come to realize that you can't make everybody happy. So it doesn't matter who you are.
right,
But yeah, definitely, I definitely wanted to give up a lot, and I always say this to myself, because I've set a goal to where, like, if I can just get one, if I could just put out an official album, like an official, a global album, get it gold or platinum plaque, just one album, I feel accomplished. I feel complete because I got to do it. I got to perform. I got to go on tour at a higher level, not
right,
right now, but the highest level I can get. If I at least only had one golden plaque or platinum plaque, I
right,
would I would feel accomplished, and that's at least not saying I would be like, all right, I did, I'm
right,
done. No, but if I
right,
could,
right.
if I could get there to that level, yeah, I would. I'd feel accomplished at that point. But um, it's definitely changed from my older music to now. Just everything happened in the world. I don't. I kind of like gravitated away from how I used to rap, and it wasn't even like gangster rap or nothing, but it
Right.
wasn't. Um, I'm gonna call it like BS music, where you can put stuff out there, and it's a nice beat,
Right.
it's lyrics,
People just vibe with it.
but there's no meaning. Now I've gravitated to like songs that have meaning, and that's just what I feel like now. But that's probably the growing up. That
Do those songs take longer to make? Those like to create?
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It doesn't take a lot longer, but it takes longer to make because it's real easy to find a hot beat and then just throw some words on it, and then people are like,
Yeah,
yeah, and they're really just bopping to the beat.
yeah.
It don't matter what you say.
What you
You can
say?
say some, yeah, you can say some dumb,
Stupid stuff. Right,
yeah, yeah, the real songs. But you got the real rappers out there
It,
like
that,
J. Cole and all, like
how tempted are you to do that? Because, like you said, it's when you start to think you get in that zone to make music, you turn on a beat, and you know how fast it is to go in there, to boom, 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 and you know how the momentum can turn down. Where now you got to kind of slow down, you got to write,
yeah,
you got to put this together, you got to kind of. It does that change anything, or does
yeah. Shoot, I've done it. I've done it. Yeah,
Yeah,
when
I
it,
know you done it. I listen. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, you weren't supposed to say that,
No, my
but
fault. My fault.
nah,
I know. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah, for sure. Like especially when you put real stuff out all the time, and then you like, damn, you just chill for a little bit, and you like,
yeah.
I need to come out with something. You'll put something out quick. It'll be hot, but it's not like you know.
Mm-hmm.
right.
Wow.
So with the question regarding like the music, like how did you intend the song Fan Bus? I know it's not out yet. You put out a little snippet on it, but like when you did it, how did you intend it? Like what was it a shot? Like can you what came with that? Like when you made that, what were you trying to do?
That was kind of back to what we were just talking about. That's a real song, which I don't have any songs out like that. That's like how I told you, the adopted and stuff like that. That's
Right,
a song that tells that story. I don't have any songs out like that. So that one was a real song, and I kind of didn't put anything out like that because the the family, my real side, like I said, we're like disconnected. But they still follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, and stuff. And they're kind of just in the back. So
Right.
when I posted that, I kind of was like, they're probably gonna feel some type of way. But it's all I'm saying like real stuff. So
Right.
I figured they were gonna feel some type of way. And my mom had she had commented on the post like right away. And I went to comment. You probably didn't see it because it was like quick. She
Right.
commented on it. I went to comment back. I actually wrote something back, and then one of my I don't want to call him a manager, but one of the supporters had called me like, "Yo, don't put that on Facebook." Like, don't. So I deleted it. I deleted both comments, but
Right.
I don't. It wasn't supposed to be a shot. It was me telling my story on how I felt, and if they feel a certain way about how I felt, then that's how they feel. You can't tell me how I feel,
Right.
and you wasn't there when I was 5, so you can't be mad. Oh, he feels that way. Yeah, I feel it.
Right. No, definitely. How
And
do you?
That runs back to like what Kibo was saying last week, where we were saying when you writing your music,
You got to
like
make it
how
pure.
do you write your music and still be like, dang, if I say that, cuz gonna feel it. If I say that,
yeah,
he gonna feel that. Like
Yeah.
you at that point now. How did you get to that point to be able to be just let the pen flow, like you said?
um, I just thought it was time. I was just like, man, because like I said, I never.
Oh, that's the first time you did it right there.
Yeah, that's the first time.
Jeez,
First time. And
Mhm.
yeah, so I was just like, it is what it is. It's time to, because nobody knows. Nobody knew.
Yeah. I
And
mean, nobody is gonna know in those type of situations, like
but
unless you put it out there.
but there's gonna be people that I actually posted that song, and this I got a couple new followers off of it, and there was
Right.
this one girl that DM'd me. I don't know her. She was one of the new ones. She was like, I like your song. I'm glad you wrote that song. I was adopted at 5. It resonated with me. I just wanted to let you know that. I was like,
And that's what it's about.
Yes, sir.
Honestly, that's honestly like
Mhm.
I feel like that is why it is important, because I have those moments where I'm like, is what I'm doing enough? Is what I'm doing important enough?
yeah,
And it's like, I know that my story matters because I'm the one experiencing it, even though there are people out here that may not understand what I've gone through or how I perceive reality. It
yeah,
still needs to be said or given, because I really do. I get those DMs as well.
yeah,
People let me know, hey, your music is helping me in this way, or keep going. Like, you really shouldn't stop going. And it's like, why would I stop?
yeah,
Even though it's a therapeutic thing for me,
yeah,
but to be able to share that and people do resonate, I think that is a wonderful feeling.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Even if it's just one person,
Yeah,
it's just one person.
that's all it takes. So, like, I know you've seen what has been going on in the world, and I don't want to talk about it too much just because I don't really care for politics.
Hmm.
I don't really care about what's going on. Not that I don't care being ignorant, but like, I understand that they're going to do what they're going to do at the end of the day, and the only thing that I can do is go for the ride.
Of course.
So, like, uh, we have segregation back in play. And other things going on. Like, the reason why I brought you on as well is because you actually have been doing a great job helping some people within what you've been doing in terms of financial literacy, helping people get their credit together and things like that. And I
Mm.
wanted to give the opportunity for you to be able to kind of help people explain the importance of why, like, credit is important and how it can really put them in the position that they want to be into, and
Mhm.
the type of things that they could potentially get themselves into once they get their credit to where they need to be.
Right. Well, like you said, that segregation thing, we was already segregated without them doing
For
that.
sure.
We're separate from the other class,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of knowledge that we are not told that they use. So yeah. So once I learned, I kind of like, and I didn't really promote it because I wasn't like, it's it might not seem like a lot of work. You might not think it's a lot of work, but it is a lot of work.
Hmm.
once you know, you're like, this is what they've been doing. Yo, this is how they. And it's it's so simple. Like they it's you. I told you behind the scenes, but anyway, so yeah, I didn't really put it out there, but I was helping my friends and family, before I just helped like random people. But I would help
Right.
people that I know that have came to me and they're like, man, I can't find a job right now, or I can't get this because my credit's not right, or I'm stuck or unemployed. If my credit was right, I could get a loan and I could pay off some months until I get back on my, you know what I mean?
Right.
But they can't do that because their credit's not right. They don't know how to get their credit right, and then they also weren't taught about credit in the first place, so the credit's already so um what when I come across people like that, I'm like, that's an easy fix, and I like to help people because I like to see them happy. I like to see them get what they want. I don't want to see them held back, and it's not one of those. I'm gonna be mad if I see you if I teach you and I see you doing
Right.
better than me. I don't. No, that's what
That's
I'm.
what it's. That's how it's supposed to be.
And they can always call me and ask me questions. Like I'm not one of those. So
Right.
um, yeah, I just that's what I've been doing now is trying to help them. And anything on your credit report, you can get off anything. And people are like, "What about child support? What about anything on your report?
What
You
about
get
student loans?
anything on your report.
What
You
about my cable bill?
listen, anything. Um, yesterday we just no, that was child support. So yesterday we got someone's. And I want to be clear, we got somebody's child support off. That was reporting to their credit, but he was a dad and he couldn't. His license was suspended, so that's
Right.
stopping you right there from driving around.
Yes, sir.
That's stopping you right there, and then it's on your credit. So of course his credit score dropped, so now he can't get this. So I'm talking to him or whatever. I know him. He had 72,000 in child support on it that was reporting on his credit. 72,000. Got it off 3 days ago. Got it off.
That's all it
You said
is.
72K?
72K.
Sheesh.
So yeah, anything on your report you can get off. So then we posted it on. I didn't post it on mine. I don't. Somebody else posted it on theirs, and because it's a group. It's a group.
Right.
He posted it on there, and I was like, I'm not posting that because I already knew people were gonna say something, but they don't know. And
Right.
then, you had the girls coming in. Why are you gonna do that? He got to take care of them kids. It's not. That's not what we did. We took it off his credit so that he was able. His credit scores go up. He's able to get his
Yeah.
license. He's able to provide
Yes.
for the kid now. We're
Yeah.
helping the kid out.
Now it's the man versus woman debate.
You see what I'm saying?
Switched it up. Switched up.
But
Switched
yeah,
it
man.
up.
I want to see people get the credit.
No, and I definitely know that what you're saying is true because being a customer as well, understanding some of the things that you've been showing me and teaching me, I would definitely recommend to, if you are listening, watching, to, check him out, DM him, see what he can do to help you. At least look at your credit, because if he has the ability to at least see what you have going, he definitely can at least give you direction. I have been in those positions where my credit isn't the worst, but at the same time, like, there are small things that I need to do. And in the first beginning process of him helping me, he was able to bring up my score. Basically, you might as well say 200 points, 184 points. And that was in less than a month's time. Well, it was about a month and a week, but still, like,
It's just little stuff.
little stuff. It's really just the small things that we don't pay attention to. And it's like, I've said this before, like, you can blame the government, you can blame everybody else for your problems. But at the end of the day, it's your mismanagement of money, your mismanagement of time, the certain actions and things that you choose to do over the things that you need to do. Like, we are holding ourselves back in a lot of those situations. And really, it's just learning what you need to do and actually doing it properly.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, like, do you have any other business ventures coming up? Anything else that you're doing right now?
So, I used to want, everybody used to want to get a record deal. Everybody that does music, they want at some point they want to get a record deal.
Yeah.
And you start to see how crooked the
record business is.
So I was like, oh no, I don't want to do that. So being in this group and learning this new stuff, they was like, "Yo, man, why don't you make your own label?" And I was like,
Right.
you know what I mean, I just wanted to get the label because I know they give you an advance, and you know what I mean. Oh, I got signed for
Yeah.
500,000 or something like that,
Yeah.
not knowing that's a loan, that's up front. You don't make any money until you pay them that 500,000.
Mhm.
I didn't know that, so I'm like, all right, well, how do I make a label? Make an LLC, make your label name. Once that is created, you can go get funded. Same
Right.
way, but this is your money, so it's your money right away. You don't got to pay nobody else back. You would pay yourself back or do whatever you do with the money. But you can make your label, and
Right.
then you can go to the bank and get whatever amount of money you want, and then you can just go like that.
Right.
That's what I did, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm in the middle of the getting funding. I just bought another. I bought an LLC off of somebody yesterday, which is another
Right.
business adventure. But the one that I'm working on is
What?
my label.
You said you bought a LLC off of somebody.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
how does that work? So you just took on their business, like
yep,
how
yep. That's
basically.
that's pretty much it. Yeah, you just bought
So
their.
what made you invest in like you felt like, hey, I could do it better, or
Well,
no, I
no,
mean not saying, not no shade. I'm just saying,
yeah,
like, you got your own ideas about it, or what you mean?
well, it's more now. It's more a business perspective, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
so let's say you make an LLC, a brand new LLC. I put it like this for me. So I made my record label company. Say I made it yesterday. This was an
Yeah.
actual story. I made it yesterday, and I'm like, you can get money. You can get money for that if your credit is good. You can get whatever you want. So I'm like, okay. I made the LLC. I went to Chase Bank and applied for a business credit card. Chase Bank approved me for 10K. Card says Flame J Records on it. It's my record company. I was
Right.
like, what? They just gave me 10. I can use it to buy features. I can shoot
Mm-hmm.
videos. And that was one card. And I was like, dang, so I can just go to this bank, go to this thing, go to that bank. So when you're doing that, the reason why you would buy somebody else's LLC is because they're not using it. So when they don't use it, it it's still there and it's getting older, right? So once it gets older, once your LLC is past 2 years, because mine wasn't past 2 years, so I could get all the business credit cards I want, but I couldn't get any business cash. Right? So people are like, you can invest your money, right? It's hard. You can't really. There's a way you can invest your money off of credit cards, but I'm saying if your business is 2 years below 2 years, you can't get business cash loans, right?
Right.
So when I bought this LLC, they call it an aged court. It
Yeah.
was already 5 years old. So he wasn't doing anything with it. I was like, well, let me get that. I get it. Now I have an LLC that's 5 years old, which
5 years old.
allows me to get cash business loans. Now
Mm-hmm.
they look at that and I'm like, all right, let me get 50K in the business name as cash. That doesn't report to my personal. My personal score is not affected.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see, I got 50,000 over here. I take
Yeah.
that
Right.
and invest it, and then I get 5% on that. 2,500 a month off of that. You know what I mean? It's making money.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? It's their money. It's not my money.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
do that with my record company because it's only a year. Once you get 2 years and up, you can get that stuff. So it's just different benefits.
Free
So
game. Free game.
yeah,
Free
yeah.
game.
Yeah.
So
Yes, sir.
that's why I took over that. He wasn't using it. So
Yeah. Sitting on it.
I mean, you got to
Right.
break him off with something.
Of course, because he probably know what's up. But
Yeah, he
hey,
wants to do it.
yeah.
But
So
so it was that. And have you ever seen anybody in the trash can cleaning business where they clean the trash cans? You
Yes,
ever-
man. We attempted that, and
you attempted it?
we attempted that, and we attempted to do that and do the trash cans where we clean them and we take them to the apartments. You just put the stuff outside, and we
Yeah,
come and pick them up. We come in, and but we have the trash cans also.
right.
We supply the trash cans. That was during COVID, and I don't know, but all the trash cans were coming from China, and at that time it was
Uh,
that's what we were trying to order them. All of them was coming from China. Everything was shut, so then we switched it up. But we on a clean. We got a different cleaning business now, though. It's not trash cans, but
was it? But how was it before that though? Was it all right?
Now that's what we started. We put all the money. He had the trailers. We were trying to get into the trash can. We never got all the way into it because of that holdup. Because we wanted the thing is we wanted to supply the trash cans also. Put
Oh,
our logos on the trash cans. They sit outside of we supply them and we pick them up. If you break them,
gotcha.
we'll supply you with another one. Same way you get the green junks you put outside your house.
Okay, okay. Damn.
But
So,
yeah,
but yeah, that's the second one I'm doing, and they actually got the trailers and they got the trucks that actually it looks like a garbage can, the trash can trucks. Well, this is a
okay,
trailer, and then I'm trying to get a trailer. It's set up to do a lot of things, but it has a trash can claw that actually picks up the trash can, and there's like a
yeah,
spout, and it puts it on the spout, and it power washes the trash can out. And man,
okay.
I
I,
was like,
I ain't never even seen that.
you ever seen that, bro?
Never
Bro,
seen it.
listen, it's crazy. I actually, because I was like, let me see this joint, and I've never seen them.
Yeah,
It has the claw, picks it up, puts it up doing there. 3,000 psi. It's like 200-degree water, steams,
and spends it. Yeah.
sanitizes it, puts it back. Like, yeah. So I figured that. I mean, why not? And I mean, in my neighborhood, there's probably about 100 trash cans in here. So I walked
Mhm.
around and I'm just like talking to the neighbors. I was like, you mind if I look at your trash can? I know it's kind of weird. No, I don't want you. I don't want. Is my trash can is dirty? I was like, that's what I want to see. So I
Yeah.
went around and I'm like, would you, if I did this service, would you? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I made like a waiting list. So you ain't got like over 100 people there. So we're gonna start see what happens. That's the
All
other
right.
other thing I'm working on. So
All
Yeah,
right. Say
that's
less.
all it is. So where do you see yourself at 40, man?
I want to be retired at 40.
Goals.
Sheesh. All
That's
right.
goals. I'm trying to be there right with you.
How old are you? How old are you?
36.
36. You want to be retired at 40?
Yeah.
It's the
Say
next
less.
4 years, so
What I know now.
Say less. All right. Okay.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
I
be
need to
right
work
there
with
with
you.
you.
I need to work with you. We
Listen,
Right
need to get
there.
linked
That's
up.
what we got to do as the fam. We gotta get
and you
together
know,
and build businesses.
listen. I can't listen. So I got my foot in the door, right? With these, you know how they say you always need to hang out with people that's doing better than you, right?
Right.
Correct.
Got my foot in the door with them, right? They so they're teaching me all this. It's a mentorship. So I'm sticking to this. I'm sticking to two people. It's a guy and a female. I'm not gonna say their name, but I'm sticking to them wherever they go, whatever they tell me to do. I'm like on the phone with them late night, every night, right? So last week they introduced me to this private investment group, and I'm like, all right, so tell me about it. So they don't take nothing less than 50,000 cash and invest your money, right? So I'm like, well, how does this work? So they do some. The girl does 5%. The dude does 7%. So I'm like, all right, 50,000 at 5% interest. I'll be making 2,500 extra dollars a month. So I'm like, dang, well, if I do like, if I went and got the LLC and I took out 100K in the LLC I just got, that's 4 years old. 100K, 5%. That's an extra 5K a month for my money just sitting there. So I'm like, dang, that's what I'm trying to do. Your money, you're not doing it. You're investing your money, and
Right.
every you get 5,000, 5,000. So I'm like, even if I did the 25, that's 30K at the end of the year, and I didn't. And my 50K is still sitting in there. I didn't touch it. That's 90K on the year off my 50K I put in there. So I'm like, yeah, that's what I want to do, and that's how I'm retired. And you always hear people say investment. And you're like, what do you invest in though?
Right.
They don't want to tell you, but
Right.
they say invest your money. So I'm getting in these rooms, and I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm be by 40, I'm be all right.
At
So,
that rate, yes. At that rate, yes.
uh,
Yes, sir.
Man, yeah, we're gonna have to link, man. We're off this front right here. 'Cause
yeah, just hit me up.
you on there. You talking.
You
You got
can't say
I
too,
you got
can't say
told
too
you,
much
man.
on
yeah,
here.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, all right.
Told you, man. Cuz
What,
got the wave, man.
But
Cuz
what,
yeah,
got the wave.
what else you got on there, Tay?
Not much, man. Not much. That was actually all that I really wanted to ask because, like, I know that. I mean, unless you have questions specifically that you want to ask him, I know
Uh,
that.
I'm more of a music man. I'm on music, of course. We're gonna talk business.
yeah,
For the people, for the
yeah.
people too, music and business. But what you? What you on? Like you more music or more business right now, or is whatever's popping?
Ah, man, I've been on
'Cause
business
you in the
right.
stew. I see you in the stew. What's in the background?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I had to move everything out the way, but it
Yeah.
is everything is in here. Um, but nah, I've been on it's to a point where like I was telling my mentors, I was like, I spent a lot of money. I said I need to make some money now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm on now. I need to make some
Mm-hmm.
money. I
Some
need to make
ROI, a little bit of ROI out there.
yeah. And and then but once I get straight, I'll have the freedom to do music and do whatever I want. That's what I'm
Right.
trying to do. Now I'm working and I'm doing this and I don't have time to do music.
The
So
way that you want to, for
if I
sure.
can place the money, if I can get some money coming in and it allows me to be free, that's what I want to do. I want to do music freely. I
Yeah.
want to be my own.
Yeah.
I want to do
Yeah.
it when I want to do it. So
Not
Right.
because it's just time to do music and I'm just making music.
Exactly.
Yeah, just
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I feel
I
it.
think that's the goal for all of us. Definitely, we want to get to that point where we can do the music as free
Listen,
as we want
listen.
to.
I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
That's all
Man.
it is. We love to hear that. We love to
Yeah.
hear that. So, where can everybody find you? What are some other ways that people can get a hold of your merch? Because I know that you do still have some merch and stuff available, right?
That's all going. I gotta make some. I gotta make some more. But like I said, I didn't want to. I wasn't really doing anything with music because I was doing the business thing and then
Right.
making and trying to make some money. So once this new money comes in,
Right.
So
it
how are you promoting that? Are you
gives me
promoting your like your credit fixing? Like how you
nah
why not? Why
We're
not?
paying
That's
the
what the
bills right
people
now. We
the
just
same
plugged them in.
man,
because I was doing.
the same way we do the music, the same way you want to put the music out there to tell the people and change. Hey, yeah, go ahead.
Nah, so I was doing it like just for the family
Yeah,
and a few friends, but I'm doing it by myself, right? So I tell you that. So since I started in I want to say January, in the middle of January, right? So just doing, I'll slide it in when I'm talking to people. I'm like, hey man, you know I do this, I know I do that, and I don't want to put too much on myself. So because I'm doing it by myself, like I said. So
yeah,
since mid January, this is the crazy thing. Hold on, this is the crazy thing. So at a 9 to 5, right, and I'm still at 9 to 5.
yeah,
They switched up so much stuff. Like I used to get paid weekly, and I was straight weekly because I get like 1,700 a week, and I was
yeah,
fine. Ain't a lot of money, but I was fine. So
yeah.
then they switched it to every 2 weeks, which makes it look like you made more money, but then they tax you because it look
You
like you
hurt.
got.
It's gonna hurt you. Yeah, go ahead.
So now I'm looking at my check and I'm like, damn, it was only 1,400 for 2 weeks. So I'm like, damn, man. So I'm like, nah, I don't like that. And then I started doing mid January. I said, let me start fixing some people credit, right? So I make them pay up front. So just for a basic clean of your credit, clean everything on your credit. Basic account. When I say basic, I mean collections, hospital bills. You might have some Verizon bills. You might have late payments, inquiries, closed accounts, stuff like that. That's basic. Now, if you got like bankruptcies, evictions, repos, that's an extra 500, right?
Yeah, yeah, going crazy.
It starts 1,500 for a flat rate, right? So mid January to now, and I only did not even 10 people. Um, from mid January to now, I made $7,000 just doing that. And it's like when I tell them, and they're like, "Oh man, let's do it." All right, it's 1,500 right there. So I'm like, I just made 1,500 in a day.
Yeah,
I made 1,400 in 2 weeks. I don't like that.
don't like it at all. It
Okay.
don't sound right. Something ain't clicking.
So yeah, we gotta get up out of there.
Yeah,
But yeah, when I get more efficient because I'm by myself right now. So when I'm doing it, I'm like, yeah, I got you. And then I'm working on like 2 or 3 people at the same time, and I'm like, I mean, I got people that's like, yo, I want. Hold up, let me finish. Let
yeah,
me
that's
finish
gonna take
these
time. Yeah.
first. So, but
Hey,
yeah,
but then so that's where that question come in where Tay was talking about where like how do you I guess you'll know when that time comes to say, all right, 9 to 5, I don't need you.
oh yeah,
All right, I got this handled.
it's
Yeah.
coming.
All right.
It's
I mean,
coming.
because when you think about it, like at the end of the day, everybody is trying to get to that point of survival where they don't have to just survive.
But
And
that
so,
security for everybody is different. That security
Yes,
for me to let go of that, I like for me to let go of what you've been kind of rocking with for the past longest, been holding you up
right.
to be like, all right, bet, all right. I mean, ain't not you of course you always got your credentials to go back, but to
yeah,
drop that and just be
yep.
like, all right,
Hey, you gotta have that faith.
I
You
put
gotta
it to you
make sure
like
that money there.
I put it to you like this. It feels like when you that week of work you got, but next week you took PTO for like 2 weeks,
mm-hmm.
and you feel like that, like you get the Friday, you be like, damn, I'm off for the next 2 weeks. You're free, but you
Yeah,
get
You're free,
but you know
free.
you're gonna get paid because you got PTO, but you're
yeah,
free to do whatever you want to do. That's that feeling. That's what I want.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
I think it's very beautiful. It's really what I want to be.
That's very beautiful.
Just thinking about it just makes me smile.
I'm telling
It's
it's
work though. It's work though, because
it's
that
yeah, for real.
hey, putting all them people on your plate. Now you like, all right, now I need to do at least 10 people a week, or I need
you.
somebody to jump through and be like, all right, I'm gonna throw the extra 5 on you this month. I mean this week.
Yeah,
And now you gotta do with just extra stuff because he didn't
yeah,
do the extra 5 on you. Like
that's that's what I'm saying.
I
But
yeah,
Yeah,
but like I said, it's 1,400 for 2 weeks. Even if you did one person a week, that's
yeah,
still 5,000 a month.
yeah. Yeah, hard work pays
Yeah.
hard work pays off. Yeah, yeah.
And I just get random, like I said, I help my friends first. And last week, I did one of my friends. It's actually my wife's friend, and I did hers because hers was like, I'm not gonna say what hers was, but she texted me like it must have been like 5:30 in the morning. She had an update on her report. She went and seen her TransUnion score. I went up like 100 points or something like that. But it sends you something to your email. So on her thing it said TransUnion. It was like delete all this stuff that was on there wearing her score now was deleted. And she's like, "Oh my god, thank you! Da, 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 I'm trying to buy a house." So you're like, I'm like, yeah, that's what I want. I want to see you. I want to
A
see you.
5 a.m. testimony. Okay.
right now.
All right.
Tavon up. Tavon up.
Like I
Yeah.
said, man, I'm a believer, and I'm always going to continue to push the brand because at the end of the day, like we need things that work, and there's no point in reinventing the wheel or trying to
Yeah.
do something better than somebody when somebody has proven to you that it
Yeah.
is able to be done. And sometimes we just need people that are closer towards us
Yeah.
that have the ability versus trying to go and work with a complete stranger that you have no faith in.
Right. Yeah, and that's it. So y'all both got an LLC, or
Yes, we
Yeah.
both do.
Yes, sir.
so what you been doing with yours?
That's why, hey, we here
I
now
know,
for y'all
I know
to set
you.
it up.
I'm talking to. I'm talking.
I'm talking to Kay. Yeah, we here to set this up now. Kay
So
here
what?
to
Let me tell you
talk
what I've been
now.
doing with mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that old. It's like a year and a half, maybe about a year and a half old.
That
What's
don't
up? I mean, what do you
I'm
like?
saying you ain't got no business credit cards on that.
No, I haven't touched any. I only just set it up, to make sure I'm legit for the most part.
I'm
Like I
on.
said, I don't know the like you said, you just learning. So I'm trying to I know credit is what it is. I know what it's made for.
Yeah.
I know like but once I learned that, I had already did what I did to mine. So like I said, I'm gonna talk to you about doing but like I said, it's
So
we can get it.
how's your credit though? You ain't gotta say score. Just be like, it's good. It's fair. It's
If you hit them with the normal scale jump, she hit them she average.
average. Okay.
Look, you can hit them at the bottom of average.
Shoot. Well, shoot.
What you say, C minus?
Listen, you can get some money. You can get some money for that, John. Man, I'm talking
He
like
definitely can help you get that
200,
bag. That's a fact.
300,000. I'm
Chance
telling
you
you,
asking?
I'm telling you. I put it to you like this. This is what they've been doing. So here's one play I did. And I'm saying it because I really did it. Because when I was looking at stuff, I was like, man, that shit, I don't know if I believe that. But I did it. So just to do it, because I knew when I started doing this, my score was like 650. It's now at like an 820, right? And that's
Yeah.
just everything I was doing, I was listening to them. So I said, let me try something real quick. I literally went to Wells Fargo was the bank. And you know how like when you get a hard inquiry, it's on your report. It pops up immediately when you're trying to buy a
Yeah.
car. And they say what it got to stay on there for like 2 years.
The hard inquiry?
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah. Not the soft jump.
So I literally went to Wells Fargo. I went to Wells Fargo, right? I'm not lying. I went to Wells Fargo, and I was like, let me see. I'm trying to get some cash. I'm trying to get a personal loan because they didn't approve me like a year or so back. So I was being petty. I was like, I got 800 now. I'm gonna see what they talking about.
Yeah.
So they was like, I said, what's your minimum? What's your max personal loan? He said, 2,000 the minimum. We go up to 100,000. I was like, why? What are you trying to get? I said, I literally do a number. I was like, I don't know, 20,000. And they was like, okay. Went and checked my score. They came back. He said, we direct deposited 20K in your account. Your payments are this and this. I was like, all right, thank you. Went home. Of course, the inquiry was on my report, right?
Yeah.
I called the credit bureaus, got it deleted. Because, you know, once you get an inquiry, your score goes down. So my score was down like 5 points, something like that. I called, deleted the inquiry, score went.
So whenever you get an inquiry, if you go test to see if you can get a whip or whatever house, you can call and get the inquiry deleted.
Of course, you can get anything off your report.
All right, free game. I ain't know that. I ain't know you could be like, yo, I just went to the jump. I just went to the dealership. I just inquired about a vehicle. Delete that.
I wouldn't say all that.
I mean, how do you? All right, all right, so you can get it deleted, basically. All right, the details are in the details.
Yeah.
You can get money and delete it from your report like it never was there.
But,
and that's pretty much what they be doing. But I ain't gonna say too much.
Yeah, what they be. Yeah, all right. But man, that's love, man.
Yeah.
But this, like I said, that's why sometimes I guess we know what we know, because the same thing I do with my credit. Imagine what a young brother would have did with 20K at
when you were
at a HBCU. They was handing out credit cards at Subway, man. You would be, man, this is crazy. We at school, you would walk over to Subway, you about to get a sandwich, they'd be like, yo, fill out an application, we'll give you a free sandwich. Yo, you filling out a credit card, you making kids fill out a credit card application for a sandwich, and I'm like, bet. And it come in the mail, I'm swiping. I don't know, I'm swiping.
That's how they got you.
I'm swiping, man. But swiping. Yeah, but of course we live and we learn. But imagine what a young man would have did with 20K out there.
Listen.
But that's where, again, that whole conversation that was back that they've been having around on Facebook, like at the end of the day, like I said, it goes back to the home. We can't blame the government. We can't blame anybody for how the kids turned out. You did that. Like, you at the home have every power to make your kids come out whatever way.
For sure.
Whether it is positively or negatively. And it's like, yes, not everybody has access to that information, but when you eventually find that information, when you know better, you do better. At least you're supposed to do better.
Yep.
So that is, again, why we are here today, just to at least give other people knowledge that, yes, is already out there, but at the same time, sometimes it just takes hearing it from different people and hearing it from a different perspective in order for people to grasp it. So, you know, this is what we do here at Authentic Talks with Tay, the Regular Guy podcast. We just make it real regular, real plain, real simple for people to really understand. And we definitely appreciate you for coming through, Flame. Appreciate all the time that you spent to really give the free game that hopefully people are listening to. We will be on here every Sunday, 6 p.m. And we always have something for you. So come back. See you soon.
Listen. I appreciate you having me on here, and I always go back because I always bring this story up. Like I said, we didn't know each other when I met you, and I took it personal because you really helped me out, because I was asking other family members certain things, and you actually took the time. Well, you couldn't take the time then because you had got locked up at the time, and I text you. I must have texted or called your phone like all the time. I was like, "Yo, you out yet?" because I didn't know exactly when you got up. But when you
Right.
got out, you kept your word, and we met up, and you showed me how to put my music on the streaming platforms. You told me what percentages to do. You showed me all the paperwork,
Right.
and I was trying to find that, and nobody was trying to help me, so I didn't have no music out. So
Right.
when we got up, I take that personally. You showed me all that. I wouldn't have any plaques. I wouldn't have any features. You showed me how to talk to the celebrities and their
Right.
DMs. They answered me.
Hey, you listen, man. You did what I said.
Yeah. So my streaming numbers and all of that, I wouldn't have
Hey,
that. So
man. Like
I
I said, it's all love, man. At the end of the day, I really feel like that's what we should be doing. And it is hard to do that at times when it comes to looking out for family because, family can be the ones to do you the dirtiest quicker. And it's like, at the end of the day, like you said, I want to see people win. I want to see us win as a people because we have been in those positions to win, and we just allow our egos to get the better of us. Too many chiefs, not enough Indians, and sometimes you got to be able to follow in order to be able to lead. Because just think about it this way: if you were egotistical,
Mhm.
and if you were like, well, I got more money than him. What does he know? He ain't got da 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 da. It wouldn't have worked. But you allowed yourself to be able to humble yourself and was like, okay, cuz know a little something, and you put yourself there at the rest of the way because I just gave you direction. You paid the feature. You talked to him, and you did everything that you needed to do. It's really just being about being in the right place at the right time. You had the money to be able to make it happen. So it wasn't just you talking about it. Like, people have to be prepared for those moments because life really can change like that. Like, you're in the process of helping change my life. And to be able to say a month from now, hey, I was prepared. I did the work up to that point to be able to put me in that position. So it's like, you really, sometimes you just have to be, you got to be open. You got to be ready to just help. Sometimes it's not monetary things that people can give that actually create the most value. Sometimes it really is just lending a helping hand, and it that's all. If everyone were to lend a helping hand, literally, like, not out of trying to be better, not out of trying to grab a certain level of recognition. If they were to just do it because, hey, I have the ability to, and I know that this may potentially help you like it helped me,
Yep.
that's all it takes to really make a big difference. And it's not anything too major. We have 24 hours in a day,
Uh-huh.
and to just take 5 minutes out to your day to do something, hey, it don't take much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any last words, Cuz? Any last words, K?
Shoot. Nah. Just I see you got it at the bottom of the screen.
Yes,
Follow
sir.
me on the Instagram. It's right there at the bottom at the Real Flame J. I will follow back, like, comment, support all my stuff, share it. I'll do the same. Let's help each other win. Until next time, man.